had a big drought over the summer, and then I'm like re-entered a era.
Right now?
But the last two guys I've like in the past month have suggested using condoms, and I'm like kind of being offended by the condom epidemic. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm allergic.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Who likes them? One, it kills the mood, okay? So like they're looking for a condom. Two, I don't want to have your weird offspring baby. Like I have a stronger IUD than like Zeus. Like pregnancy's not on the table. I don't want to have a child with you.
It's absolutely disgusting how she's talking about getting offended over the idea of a man wanting to use protection. You can't blame the man for not wanting to get some kind of an infection from a woman who's in a self-proclaimed 304 era.
Or like 3, are you calling me a whore and are you trying to like protect yourself from STDs I might have?
Do you ever ask them, like, why are you doing this?
Yes.
What have they said?
This happened to me like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, look at you looking for a condom and like how it's ruining the mood. And also like, why do you need one?
What'd he say?
He just like thought it was practicing responsible sex and boundaries with him, and I was like, blah, 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 blah.
Do you tell him to grow up?
I got the ick. I haven't talked to him since.
She literally just said that she was going through a 304 era, but then accuses the guy of calling her a 304 because he wanted to use protection. It's strange how she wants to keep that title as a badge of honor for herself while using it to shame men at the same time. It makes absolutely no sense. Modern women are slowly realizing that men have woken up to their games. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
There was a video that went viral like 2 days ago about humanoid AI robot girlfriends. I don't know if you guys saw this on Instagram and TikTok, but there are companies making robots that look like humans that are programmed by AI and they can talk to you. And it's very freakishly real. And they're selling them mostly to young men as AI girlfriends. And this has already been a thing in the market without the body.
Like robots, or like just on the
without
screen?
the robots, it's already been a thing. This has been a very lucrative business for the last several years.
That's going to be
And
a
so we've
problem,
covered
especially
this.
for men that don't know how to speak to girls.
We live in a world where women are encouraged to humiliate any man who they don't find attractive, so it's only natural that someone would capitalize on it by building robots that won't humiliate a guy who's guilty of the crime of existing.
It's further isolating them, right? It's
Yeah.
further removing them from our shared humanity, which we need to survive.
Also, it's like the compromising goes away. We're like super lucky, but we're very united on a lot of things. But normally people would have to like, all right, well, she likes to do this, and well, so I'll do it because I love her. That will go out the window because you're like, my AI doesn't like to do that.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
likes to do exactly what I like
Well,
to
you
do.
could just reprogram her, right? Which
You can
guys
reprogram her too, just like a little quick button. Right?
Modern women were the ones who demanded isolation. They literally told men to never to talk to them because men were more dangerous than bears. And now they're acting like this is somehow men's fault for not being able to compromise with women who despise them.
This is one of many AI robots that will replace women in the very near future for the most important need that men have. Now, does she sound very cold and robotic and have a bitch resting face? Yes, but that means that they've already made them as good as Russian women. But technology is moving very, very fast. Not only these AI robot girlfriends will become more and more realistic and human-like, they already have a lot of features that men really miss in modern women, like the lack of attitude and entitlement.
You know things are bad in this world when the idea of getting a robot girlfriend is appealing simply because the women in real life are so insufferable that the mere idea of being kind to a man sends them into a blind fury that they need to unleash on a TikTok video.
So these are already better than American women. And modern women already have very little to offer to men besides sex, that if sex is now not something that men would need the women for, boy, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, I know what a lot of modern women would say to this. Well, Alex, they can make male robots too. I don't think they can when it comes to the things that women need from men.
You know, it's funny, I hear a lot of people talking about AI robot boyfriends, but of course we know these probably won't be as successful because I don't know how these women are going to expect them to act as their personal ATMs, which of course, you know, that's what a lot of these women expect from men. How are you going to get one of these things to lead you, to pay for a date, to plan a date, and so on? I think the women are just doomed either way.
Though they probably would be able to help these women adopt some cats and refill their antidepressant prescription. But for the main things that usually men are providing for women in relationships, I think it's going to be a while when a robot would be able to do that. But listen, the fact that we're even talking about this is a problem. And I would rather fix what's been going between men and women rather than essentially give up on human relationships altogether and succumb to the technology for the things that really we're all have been put on this earth for.
There are a lot of people who believe that we're too far gone when it comes to men and women getting together. Modern women made it their business to break the bonds of trust with men, so given the choice, it's not surprising if men would choose robots over actual women.
Whether you believe in God or Darwin or whatever. But if you do want to bypass this amazing AI advances and actually be in a country where there's still some good traditional women left that you can date and marry, well, do what I do. Ditch those modern American and Western women and come to a country in Southeast Asia or another traditional country in South America or even Africa.
Becoming a passport bro might increase your chances of getting a woman in your life, but nothing, of course, is ever guaranteed. But it's an interesting argument to make that going abroad still makes more sense than trying to get with a programmable robot.
By 2032, intimacy-enabled AI robot women could disrupt dating as we know it, offering men hyper-realistic, drama-free companionship that's always available, never rejects, and customizes itself to their desires. Tired of rejection, hookup culture, and emotional complexity, many men may opt for these perfect partners, leaving real women competing not just with each other, but with flawless machines that don't age, argue, or ghost. While birth rates and human connection may take a hit, a counterculture of real love and verified human dating may rise in response.
It sounds rather creepy to have a perfect robot companion who never argues and will just blindly agree with everything. That really doesn't sound like a human relationship, but at the same time, the idea of having a drama-free companion would be appealing to a lot of men.
As real as it may look, this is not a real person. These are the most advanced and human-like robots in the world. These robots are called humanoid bionic robots. They are so advanced that they can exhibit human-like expressions with ease, depending on the situation. These robots are manufactured by EX Robots, a robotic technology-based firm based in China. These robots have exactly the same face as a real person.
The human eye can detect fakeness fairly well, and one look and you can just tell that it's not a living human. This is another reason why the idea of an AI girlfriend sounds downright creepy, but again, a lot of guys will take an AI girlfriend over having to deal with modern women, and I can't really say that I blame them.
Their faces have delicate skin, good elasticity, and true touch. They are a masterpiece of silicone art, which is a combination of aesthetics and technology. Not just that. There are dozens of micromotors installed inside, which allow the robot to make complex expressions, showing motions and speech movement. So, is this the future of robotics?
There's something about an AI robot companion holding a knife that just sounds like a horrible idea. Giving a robot that kind of a sharp implement sounds like an accident just waiting to happen.
I'm 47, single, divorced more than once. Just trying to see if I can find my person.
Am I the only person, like, completely struggling? Am I the only one? Because I've been single a very long time.
Being alone, having no one there to talk to as you age, no kids.
I want to be a boss. I want to be independent. I don't need a man. I can do this all on my own.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged and I'm unwell.
What's funny is how these boss babe modern women will continue to grow older and men will continue to ignore them in favor of things like these robots. This is going to make for some hilarious TikTok videos, I'm sure.
How much are they? So a robot like Melody is $150,000, and that's fully AI capable and customized. But we can actually make the robot look like anything you want. You can come to us and say, we would like to give us a picture of someone, and we can make that robot customized to you, and we can customize the AI so that it knows exactly what you want it to know. So it can learn about your company, it can learn about your product, okay, or it can be your girlfriend.
Are we going to be like, this is my My God, this is my family member?
Well, you could. We always say you can take our robots as a date to a wedding. We have this here on display for people to touch, so you can give that a feel and see how that feels. These faces are all modular, so we could actually take the faces off Melody and Aria, throw this one on top. It's all magnetized or special technology. Press a button, and then you have a different robotic character. This allows us to provide flexibility for our clients. If they change their minds and they want a different character, we can design a different face for them, and then they can add that on very easily.
Are they easy to swap? How long does it take to swap?
It takes about 10 seconds. You just peel it off and then put the other one on. It's our patented system with magnets.
It would be awkward to bring an AI robot as a date to a wedding. That would not only make for an awkward conversation from other people, but it would totally steal the spotlight from the bride and could end in something violent. Probably not the best idea in the world. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.